calling all Yellowstone fans.
Let's go to work.
Join Bobby Bones on the official Yellowstone podcast for exclusive cast interviews, behind-the-scenes insights, and a deep dive into the themes that have made Yellowstone a cultural phenomenon.
Our family legacy is this ranch.
And I'm a protector of my life.
Listen to the official Yellowstone podcast now on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Black History Month is here, and we're excited to kick off Season 4 of I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either. This season, we're shining a spotlight on revolutionary women who redefined excellence. Give Grace Wisher her flowers. Next time you see the American flag, you just remember a 16-year-old black woman helped to make it happen. Listen to I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either from the Black Effect Podcast Network on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcast, or simply wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, I'm Arturo Castro, and I've been lucky enough to do stuff like Broad City and Narcos and Roadhouse. And now I'm starting a podcast because honestly, guys, I don't feel the space is crowded enough. Get ready for Greatest Escapes, a new comedy podcast about the wildest true escape stories in history. Each week, I'll be sitting down with some of the most hilarious actors and writers and comedians, people like Ed Helms, Diane Guerrero, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I love storytelling, and I love you, so I can't wait.
Listen and subscribe to Greatest Escapes on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
You are cordially invited to the hottest party in professional sports. I'm Tisha Allen, former golf professional and the host of Welcome to the Party, your newest obsession about the wonderful world that is women's golf. Featuring interviews with top players on tour, tips to help improve your swing, and the craziest stories to come out of your friendly neighborhood country club. Welcome to the Party with Tisha Allen is an iHeart Women's Sports production in partnership with Deep Blue Sports and Entertainment. Listen to Welcome to the Party, that's Partee, on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcast, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Coming up at about 4 minutes after the hour, it's my strawberry letter for today. And the subject is, how important is conversation when you're in love?
What?
We'll find out what that's all about in just a few. Yeah. Because right now it is time for the Nephew and today's prank phone call. What you got, Neff?
We're going to go down to the church, Shirley. You know, church folk are the best folk to prank. This right here is church fees. Church fees. You understand? Church fees. We're going to pay these church fees. Let's go, cat dog, if you would.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Sister Tracy.
Hey, you got her. Hey.
How you doing? This is Brother Glenn from the church.
Hey, Brother Glenn, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm real good. Did you enjoy service this morning?
Oh, I enjoyed it. Pastor, woo! Pastor brought it down.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Oh, my God. That was a word for me.
Right.
So, what do I owe the pleasure of this call?
I wanted to give you some information that the church has come up with, and we wanted to let you know what was going on before next Sunday. I didn't interrupt you, did I?
No. I actually, I may sound a little off a little bit. I'm trying to get dinner ready for my little babies, my little darlings, and your voice sounds so familiar to me. It just sounds so familiar. I'm trying to place that voice.
Okay, well, you've seen me at the church quite a few times.
I think I have. I'm just trying to place it. I can't place it right now. But what can I do for you, Glenn?
Well, nevertheless, I just wanted, here's what's going on. Now, are you aware that for the last 6 Sundays you've been actually coming into service late? Have you realized that?
Yes, I know. I'm sorry about that, but yes, I have. I have my reasons, though.
Okay. Well, here's what's going on. The officials at the church have gotten together, and this is what they've decided on: is that anybody who is late, starting next Sunday, there will be a $15 charge for that. For coming in and disrupting service. Pastor's tired of service being disrupted by people walking in late.
That could not come at a worse time. I don't have $15 to give. No, I don't have it. Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we're late. I am. We are doing our best. I have 3 kids. I have 3 young kids, 2, 7, and 9, and they are a handful. And we do the best that we can to get to church on time. And to tell you the truth, when we get there, it's during praise and worship. I mean, Pastor ain't even preaching yet. So
okay, I know it's not, Pastor's not up yet, but he's stating that people coming in, it just seems very disruptive to the service that's going on. So nevertheless, like I said, this is a warning call, to let you know that if you are late on next Sunday, then they will be charging you $15 a late charge, and actually you won't be able to even come in until you pay the $15.
I can't even get in church with look. Okay, look, I don't owe nothing. I don't owe you no explanation. But I need to tell you something. Me and my kids, for the last few Sundays that we've been late, it's because my car broke down. We are on the bus, man, public transportation.
Okay. I mean, I understand. I sympathize with everything that you're going through.
But why are you calling? If you understand, why are you calling me about $15 if you understand what I'm going through?
Well, I didn't. First of all, I didn't know what you were going. Why are you raising your voice at me? Why are you raising? Did you just raise your voice at me?
You know what? I think you're raising your voice at me. How dare you call me about this, about a fee? And I'm there at church. I got my kids there trying to raise them up in the way they should go, just like the Bible say. And you know why I got to do this and why I'm late, why we got to catch the bus. Do you understand why that is, Brother Glenn?
No, I do not.
That is because their daddies ain't and they, yeah.
So, Tracy, you got to calm down a little bit now.
Oh, Jesus, help me, Jesus, help me, Jesus.
Okay, listen, here's the deal. All I can do is tell you this. I hope you can make it. Maybe you can catch an earlier bus, you know what I mean, and get there a little earlier. But I'm just stating the facts that as of next Sunday, if you come in late, it's $15 late fee, and that's what you'll pay in order to get in the service. You know what? Well, maybe next Sunday I just won't be there. How about that? I'm already working 6 days a week. The only day I have off is Sunday.
Black History Month is here, and we're excited to kick off Season 4 of I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either. This season, we're diving even deeper, celebrating trailblazing pioneers who fought for change and shining a spotlight on revolutionary women who defied the odds and redefined excellence. Give Grace Wisher her flowers. She's proof that history ain't all about who gets the credit. It's about who did the work. So next time you see that 50-starred, 13-striped American flag, you just remember a 16-year-old black woman helped to make it happen. So this season, get ready to be inspired, educated, and empowered even more. Join us as we uncover stories that deserve to be heard and celebrated. Listen to I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either from the Black Effect Podcast Network on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcast, or simply wherever you get your podcasts.
Everyone's forgotten who runs this valley. Time to remind them.
Yellowstone fans, step into the Yellowstone universe.
Our family legacy is this ranch.
And I'm a protector of my life.
Hosted by Bobby Bones, the official Yellowstone podcast takes you deeper into the franchise that's captivated millions worldwide.
Action!
Explore untold behind-the-scenes stories, exclusive cast interviews, and in-depth discussions about the themes and legacy of Yellowstone.
The first studs to settle this valley fighting was all they knew.
Whether you're a longtime fan or new to the ranch,
Welcome to the Yellowstone.
Bobby Bones has everything you need to stay connected to the Yellowstone phenomenon.
I look forward to it.
Listen to the official Yellowstone podcast now on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Let's go to work.
Hey you guys, I'm Catherine Legg. I'm a racing driver who's literally driven everything with four wheels across the planet. And I've got a new podcast. It's called Throttle Therapy. This season, I'm gearing up to make history, competing in some of the world's most notorious racing events, starting at the Indy 500. Join me as I travel from racetrack to racetrack in my quest to continue a memorable career in racing. I'm also going to bring you inside stories with legends of sports, new faces from the next generation of auto racing, and conversations with the people who've supported me throughout my career. We'll be getting into everything from karting to NASCAR, even Formula One. Whether you dream about being a pro athlete or an astronaut, we're talking about what it takes to make it. Listen to Throttle Therapy with Catherine Legg, an iHeart women's sports production in partnership with Deep Blue Sports and Entertainment. You can find us on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Presented by Capital One, founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports.
I'm Dr. Laurie Santos, and to welcome the new year, my podcast, The Happiness Lab, is releasing a series of happiness how-to guides to help you in 2025. I'll distill the wisdom of world-class experts into easy-to-digest, actionable tips.
It's about never feeling good enough. I feel like I'm always failing.
You'll learn how to handle relationships, how to be inspiring, and how to find your purpose.
We make it this big pie-in-the-sky thing, and then of course we're all frustrated because no one knows how to get there.
Struggling with tough emotions? We have a how-to guide. Worried that you're not enough? We got you. Self-obsessed and want to get over yourself? There's a guide for that too.
The ability to approach somebody and make them experience desire for you in minutes or even hours is a rare and rather unnecessary skill, historically speaking.
The Happiness Lab's How-To season starts January 1st. Listen on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm breaking my back. Do you know I work 2 jobs? I work 2 jobs, and they always trying to take money out of my check, always trying to pull me here and there, and I'm always tired. I get 2 hours of sleep, and then now the church wants to dump another $15 charging me for being at church when that's what I'm supposed to do.
But you're coming in late, though, Sister Tracy.
You know what? Late ain't bad, okay? I might be delayed, but I ain't denied, and I'm getting there the best way that I know how. We're on the bus. I have to put my kids on the school bus. And not only do I have to put them on the school bus, then I have to get on the bus to get myself to work because I don't have a car because their daddies ain't doing nothing for them. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? I need to Daddy number 1, guess what? He ain't. Daddy number 2, he in jail, been there about 5 years. He ain't. And daddy number 3, he decided to go ahead and walk out. I ain't heard from that trifling in about 7 months. Now, he know we're struggling. He had the nerve to take my wallet, too. You don't even understand what I'm going through. You don't even understand that I'm trying to make a better life for me and my children.
There is one more thing, Sister Tracy, that the church wants you to know before next Sunday that you definitely need to know.
And what one more thing does the church want me to know besides $15?
The church just wants you to know that this is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your sister Patrice got me to prank phone call you.
I am going to whoop her. I'm going to whoop her. I'm going to whoop her. So you know I ain't got time for that. You know I ain't got time for that. Oh, Patrice. Uh-huh.
Yeah, girl, your sister got you. You all right?
Oh, I got something for her. How about that?
She told me, she said, my sister car broke down. She said she got these kids. She over there struggling. She trying to make it. But you got to give her a hard time. She wanted you to put a smile on your face.
Well, she did. Well, one thing settled, I'm going to have to say she did.
Okay. You all right?
Wow. Now that I know y'all were joking, and now I know this is Nephew Tommy.
Hey, I got to ask you something, baby. What's the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show, baby.
Come on now. Come on up in here.
Play Looks too like much. The king of pranks.
Come on, give the pranker some. Come on. Here's what I do. This weekend, I think I'm pretty much sold out. I think they might have about 42 tickets left. I checked last night, about 42 tickets left for the Nephew Tommy at the Helium Comedy Club. That is 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, 1 on Sunday. Most of them are sold out. They got a few of them left. You can get some. Get it while the getting is good. They trying to get me to add a show. I don't know. I don't see that.
Oh, please.
Nah, get added tomorrow. Well, Junior, we'll wait. I don't know about all that. No, come on now. Buffalo, New York. Y'all better get ready, though. Y'all laying in the cut, all right? That is Labor Day weekend. That is August the 31st. That's Saturday night at the Shea Performing Arts Center. Nephew Tommy and friends. It's the Nephew Tommy House Party Comedy Jam. You do not want to miss this, man. Tickets on sale right now. I will be in all white. That's before Labor Day. We're doing all white. So once y'all join me and put on all white, okay? We're going to make it look like a Frankie Beverly comedy show up in there. That's what we're going to look. What's up, Carl?
I'm going to need about...
Oh, my God.
I can't. No, listen. Hear me out. There are a lot of pharaohs in Buffalo.
Let me tell you what I found out, Carl. Like Jackie's gonna be in Atlanta this weekend. She wants to go to see Missy Elliott, right? She was
right, Sierra.
I found out Missy Elliott has a no comp tour. I ain't never heard about this before. No comp tour. So Tommy has a no comp tour. Yeah.
What that got to do with you in Buffalo?
All right. Coming up next.
Trying to figure that out.
You ain't find it out. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter subject. How important is conversation when you're in love? We'll find out right after this.
You ain't Missy Elliott.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Calling all Yellowstone fans.
Let's go to work.
Join Bobby Bones on the official Yellowstone podcast for exclusive cast interviews, behind-the-scenes insights, and a deep dive into the themes that have made Yellowstone a cultural phenomenon.
Our family legacy is this ranch.
And I'm a protector of my life.
Listen to the official Yellowstone podcast now on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Black History Month is here, and we're excited to kick off season 4 of I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either. This season, we're shining a spotlight on revolutionary women who redefined excellence. Give Grace Wisher her flowers. Next time you see the American flag, you just remember a 16-year-old black woman helped to make it happen. Listen to I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either from the Black Effect Podcast Network on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcast, or simply wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, I'm Arturo Castro, and I've been lucky enough to do stuff like Broad City and Narcos and Roadhouse. And now I'm starting a podcast because honestly, guys, I don't feel the space is crowded enough. Get ready for Greatest Escapes, a new comedy podcast about the wildest true escape stories in history. Each week, I'll be sitting down with some of the most hilarious actors and writers and comedians, people like Ed Helms, Diane Guerrero, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I love storytelling, and I love you, so I can't wait.
Listen and subscribe to Greatest Escapes on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
You are cordially invited to the hottest party in professional sports. I'm Tisha Allen, former golf professional, and the host of Welcome to the Party, your newest obsession about the wonderful world that is women's golf. Featuring interviews with top players on tour, tips to help improve your swing, and the craziest stories to come out of your friendly neighborhood country club. Welcome to the Party with Tisha Allen is an iHeart Women's Sports production in partnership with Deep Blue Sports and Entertainment. Listen to Welcome to the Party, that's PARTEE, on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcast, or wherever you get your podcasts.